Assalamu alaikum and welcome back, guys, for the fifth lesson on this exciting journey. Now, think of if else and match case as ways to decide what you wear based on the weather. If else is like checking the weather step by step. If it's cold, I'll wear a jacket. Else, if it's raining, I'll grab an umbrella. Else, if it's sunny, I'll wear sunglasses. You keep checking. This is basically if else. You check each condition one at a time until you find what fits. And you make the decision based on the information that you have at that particular time. Now, match case is like having a wardrobe app that lets you quickly select an outfit based on the weather. You can say match the weather today. If it's cold, wear a jacket. If it's raining, wear a raincoat. If it's sunny, wear shorts. The app immediately gives you the right outfit without going through each option one by one. In this way, if else helps you make decisions one condition at a time, while match case allows for a quick, efficient selection based on the specific situation. So today, we are going to be learning all about if else statement. How do you write them? How do you execute them? How do you incorporate them in your codes? As well as the match case. And how is it different from if else statements? So, without wasting any time, let's jump in.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
As always, we'd be dividing the lecture into two parts, theory and the coding. So the contents are, of course, if else and the match case. We are gonna be studying deep. How do you code them? How do you incorporate them? And what exactly are these things? So first of all, you have to understand what is if else and what is this condition based decision. So basically, you decide something based on the information that is available on that particular time, or the runtime we call it. For example, let's take an example. There's this boy. Now there's a condition that if there is a ship, I would cross the river. You see, now this is the condition that if there comes a ship, then the condition is fulfilled. Then he would go the yes way. The condition is fulfilled. Yes, there is a ship. So he would cross the river. Otherwise, he would not cross the river. This is basically all that is to if else. We do this selection in our daily lives almost every hour or every half an hour. We do some decisions based on the information that we have. We are going to eat if we are hungry. We are going to go to a walk if we want to stay healthy, for example, and many more examples you can find it in your daily life. So let's stick to this example in particular. Now let's assume there is a ship. Oh my God, yes, there is a ship. Let's hop on. Now in this particular example, since the condition was fulfilled, the boy was able to cross the river. Now let's take the other example, no, the same example, but the other condition. What if there was no ship? Now in that case, he would perform a different action. He would not cross the river in this case. He would go back. Poor life for the little boy. But this is how if else condition works. If a condition is fulfilled, you execute a certain task, a certain number of instructions. If it fails, you execute some other instructions. In this case, we saw that if the condition is fulfilled, the boy would cross the river. If the condition is not fulfilled, the boy is going to go back. So this is basically what if else is. We got the general idea of what if else is. We are going to understand it more when we do the live coding, and you would see how things work in practical examples. So today's quote is, consistent practice is the quiet foundation of every great achievement, turning effort into excellence over time. Having said that, let's get into the coding. So I've already made a file with the name lesson5.py, as you can see, and it has some comments, some line of codes, and one more comment. This is basically the code from lesson number 3 with a little modification. By now, you should be able to understand these few lines of codes. For example, this line is basically, it's taking an input from the user, item price. And then this is also asking the user about the quantity, how many items have you bought. And then this is calculating the total price. Then we have we are printing. What are we printing? We're printing 3 lines, and we are saying the gold card has 10% discount, silver has 5%, cash has no discount. And then we're asking the user, how do you wish to proceed with the payment, cash or card? Now comes into the play if else. Now I have listed all the comparison operators that are used with if else. So the structure is, you start with if. Now you write the condition. What is the condition that you want to check if this condition is fulfilled? So here I'm checking whether the user is choosing cash or card. So I'm gonna write if user choice is equals to card. Then we put colon. Now this line is completed. We enter. Now there, as you notice, there is an indentation. Now whatever I write in this indentation, it is considered the part of the body of if statement. So whatever is written with the indentation would be executed only if the condition is fulfilled. For example, if the user chooses the card option, then these lines would be executed. So what I want to do is I want to check whether the card is gold or silver. Then I would decide what to do with the card, whether to give 10% discount or 5% discount. So what I would do is I would card type, let's do that, card type, and then I would gold or silver. Now what I would do is I would then again initiate another if statement inside the if statement. This is called recursive if statement. What I'm doing is I am now checking again. I have checked one condition, if the user has chosen the card. If he has chosen the card, then whether the card is gold or silver. Now if the card is gold, you see the structure if the condition card equals to gold, colon, enter. Now there is another indentation. This indentation is for the if statement at line number 22. Now what I would do is I would give a discount of 10% as I've written. 10% discount. No, this is wrong. This should be 0.90. 0.90 basically means, so what I should do, this, okay, this was minus, my bad. So that was also correct because it was subtracting the 10% from the total cost. What I'm doing now is I am reducing the total cost from 100% to 90% by simply multiplying the total cost with the 0.9 and then saving the value again inside the total cost, the variable that I made. Else, okay, this is executed, very good. Elif basically means if the condition is not fulfilled, you check the other condition. What is the other condition? Maybe the card is silver. So what you would do is now you would give it the discount of 5%. Now what if the user does not have a card? What if the user has cash? Then we would go to the same if statement that we initially started. Here we are going to write else, or maybe let's do elif user choice is equals to cash. Now what we are going to do, we are going to give him no discount at all. So in this case, let's give him a message, and this message would say you are eligible for no discount. And total cost remains the same. You do not have to change the total cost at all. But then I wish to add another else. What if he does not choose cash or card? For example, there was a mischievous user, and what he did not choose cash or silver. He typed rubbish. Then I wish to present him a message saying that invalid mode of payment. You should properly choose a correct answer. So else would only be executed if the user has not chosen card or cash and he has written some gibberish. Then else would be executed, and inside the else, what is going to be executed? This one line, which is print. So let's try running this. Please enter the item price. Item price, let's call it 5. Quantity, let's go with 10 maybe. Okay, now look at this. The gold card has 10% discount, silver card has 5% discount, cash has no discount. Please enter your mode of payment, cash or card. Let's say, I'd say card. Gold or silver? So let's go with gold. Okay, what happened here? I did not print any statement at all. I only calculated the total price, but I have to show the price as well. So what I would do is I would print a line here. Your total cost is, comma, total cost. So I would put this line here. This would print the total cost. Okay, this P should not be capital, should be small. So this is a case sensitive language, so you have to be very careful. And I also have to put this in the silver option as well. So let's put this here as well. And in the cash section as well. So you see there is an indentation. I have to remove this indentation. Okay. Okay, and this line, you do not have to execute this line because this is doing nothing. So let's remove this. Let's rerun this again. Please enter the item price, which is, let's say, 5. Please enter the quantity. This time, let's go with 20. Please enter your mode of payment, cash or card. Let's go with card. Gold or silver. Let's go with gold. Your total cost is 90. So you see, my total cost initially was going to be 5 multiplied by 20, which is 100, but now it has been reduced to 90. Actually, this would look good if I can also print your original price. But I can do multiple things. For example, I can print your original price was this, and then your modified, your new discounted price is this. Then what I need to do is I would change this to, let's say, total cost. Let's call it 1. Let's call this 1 as well. Your total cost was this total cost. After discount, it is what? It is total cost 1. Now let's run this again. Let's write 5. Let's write 20. Card. Gold. So see, your total cost was 100. After discount, it is 90. Now let's talk about the match case. Match case is a little different. For example, if I have a variable with the name age and I ask the user to input and say, please enter your age. There's a problem because I've not put the quotations. Perfect. So what match case does is it would do, the structure is you write match age, then put colon. So for example, I know that the age, I have a program that would check whether the age is 0, 10, 90 or 100. So what I would do here is I would see the indentation, same as the if else condition. I would write case 0. Now here I do not need to write if age is equals to 0, then do, no. I have said match age, so now it would match age with 0. If age is 0, for example, then you are not even born, maybe. what if the other case I have is 10? Now I would print you are a teenager. Then I have case, let's say 90, colon, I am going to print you are close to death. You should not say these things, but you understand. In this case, what I'm doing is I am not writing if something happens then execute this. I am saying match age, and now I know age can be 0, 10, 90, my case. And if the user chooses something else, that is, I wish to write the else statement. So I would just say your age is age, whatever the age is, print that age. And if it is 0, print you're not even born. If it is 10, print you're a teenager. If it is 90, print you are close to death. Now let's run this. First of all, I would comment all of this. Then let's run this. Please enter your age. My age is, let's start with 0. You're not even born, maybe. Let's try something else. Please enter your age. This time let's enter 90. I need to write 90 here. 90. You are close to death. That's not very polite way to say things, but that's the truth. Having said that, that's it for today's lesson. I hope you understand if, else, and match case. You can now practice and make multiple programs of your own. I would also post this code and place it in the GitHub. The link is in the description. You can go and get this code, copy and paste this code, and then you can modify this, or maybe I would suggest that you write a code from the scratch. Then you would get more familiar with the structures, the indentations, the colons, and it would make you better, as practice makes a man perfect. So that's it for today. I would see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, and keep smiling.